Freaks, it's Wednesday, April 15th, 2026. Coming up on the program today, now autistics have their own gender. Why do they get everything? Plus, double no pleasure, double no fun, introducing the Asexual twins. And why does chopping up a human being just feel so good? Find out today on DV!
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the Star-Spangled Banner.
It's Distorted View Daily, sponsored by TV listener He Might Aphasion.
I just want to say, how dare you?
It looks like a festering, rotting foot.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Yes, Tim Edson back here with you for your midweek episode of DV. Have a great one for you. And it's a sponsored affair today. Rod or Pay, tell us a little more.
Oh, you're going to love this one, Tim. He Might Aphasion sponsored today's show, and he writes, I would like two things. First, as much of the remnants of Lord Douche's coffee mug. I can rebuild it. I have the technology. There's also a good chance that I could find a near-exact replacement as long as I could measure the full logo.
Oh, good.
He said he also added a little extra cash when he PayPal'd you to cover the shipping charges.
Well, that's very kind of you. You didn't have to do that. I know these listeners are just trying to help. It's odd how many people want to get involved. Davide, Greg from Austin's wife, they're looking for mugs. Now, this guy's like, I can go ahead and rebuild it. I've got tools to search for exact replicas. You don't know, though, what you're doing to me in my personal life. You know, if this was just a me thing, right? If I had a mug and I accidentally broke it and I was sad about it, I have no trouble going along with whatever you guys, however you want to help out, right? But this is not just about me. It's about Lord Douche. And I don't think he wants to part with the broken mug. I mean, he won't throw it away. He got all antsy and scared when I mentioned this listener wants the pieces of the broken mug. I'm going to try to get it to you. I'm going to work on Lord Douche there. I just want to, because I want to see how this all plays out. I want to see if this guy's actually able to repair the mug or find an exact replica. It's insane how invested you freaks get into Lord Douche's recalculous, obsessive, autistic bullshit, whether it be the Butterbell or this. Please do not encourage this behavior.
Hey, Tim, He Might Aphasion wanted one other thing. Apparently he was asking for links to clips you played on some Sideshow exclusive episodes.
Yeah, this guy sponsored previously, and I think he gave the wrong dates to the episodes that he wanted audio clips from. So later on in the show, we'll once again try to accommodate him. Thank you very much, He Might Aphasion, for sponsoring today's show. He might be Aphasion. I think he was Phasian. All right, listen, I've got a bunch of great audio. Speaking of autistic, did you freaks know that autism is not only a developmental disorder, it's also now a gender? That's right, freaks, new gender has dropped. Ironically, that loud noise would probably freak out many autistic people. Here's hoping you're wearing your earmuffs. Okay, so what is autism as a gender? I guess it's called autigender, and wow, is it a bunch of bullshit.
So someone asked me if I could explain what it feels like to be autigender. And if you don't know what autigender is...
Oh, she is just itching to tell us. It's probably the main characteristic of being autigendered. Autigenders need to talk about autigenderism. Actually, she doesn't even tell us in this video. She's like, if you want to know, you got to check out my pinned video. This bitch knows how to social media. All right, I'll play along.
As someone who is autistic and who identifies as autigender, this Autism Month, I wish that more people would know about the connection between autism and gender. So autigender does not mean that autism is my gender. It means that my gender experience is influenced by my autism.
So then you're not autigendered. If it's not your gender, then you can't say your gender is autigender. You know what I mean? Also, what the fuck does that even mean? I feel like we got to have some ground rules. I know that nowadays your biological sex, right, is different than gender. Sex, your biological sex is like, I have a dick, so I'm male, right? It's based on physical traits, cock and balls and pussies. And gender is just now like this thing, like whatever you feel. I feel like I'm a doorknob. And even though, you know, she presents as a woman, and I'm assuming she doesn't want to do anything to her genitals because... Okay, you are autistic gendered. What the hell does that mean for your pussy? Do you want to get rid of it? Do you want to add something to it? How are guys supposed to respond? You're right. When you tell them, "Oh, I'm auti-gendered," like, am I allowed to be attracted to you? Most straight guys would be like, number one question: do you have anything dangling between your legs? Yes or no? If it's no, we can date. If it's yes, we can have sex, but we probably can't date. You can peg me, but I am not going to introduce you to my friends. Also, it's one thing to say like, oh, you know, I'm like, I was born man, but I feel I born man, me man, but I feel like a woman. So I think I identify as a female, you know, when it comes to gender. But how the fuck do you identify as autistic? Like, what kind of characteristic is that? In terms of gender.
And autigender is a term that was coined in 2014.
Yeah, it's new, so it's bullshit. Anything coined in 2014 when it comes to gender or sexual orientation is bullshit. This is all fantasy, Lord of the Rings, cuckoo, crazy, bananas, sci-fi shit.
By Tumblr users, Esperance Girl.
Yeah, right there. That's all you need to know. This gender was created in 2014 on Tumblr. Sorry, you just disqualified yourself. I'm not allowed to take you seriously anymore.
And autism.
So it says here, autism, autigender is autism as part of a whole of gender identity, a gender that can only be understood in context of being autistic. Note, autigender is only to be used by autistics. So, you know, here we are gatekeeping words again.
It's also sometimes called autism gender. And there has been many studies. For example...
No, I guarantee you there hasn't been many studies.
Already in 2014 by Strang and colleagues that autistic people are more likely to be gender non-conforming and trans.
Oh, yeah, that I can believe. The study basically says autistic people are weird. They tend to have weird characteristics. Sorry, trans people, but you know what I'm trying to say here. So just say you're non-binary then. Why do you have to have your own autism gender?
Experiences. And as an autigender person, I feel like my autism...
Like you're not special enough with your autism.
Shapes the way I see the world, the way I perceive the world, the way I experience everything, and therefore also the way I experience...
Yeah, but like everybody has their own unique experience, right? You grew up and as a toddler, your whole family was killed in a house fire. That traumatic experience shaped you for the rest of your life. That doesn't make you flambe gendered. That's not a thing. I identify as scorched. My pronouns are high/temp. You know what I mean? Like just because you are something doesn't mean it's your gender. Or just because you've experienced something, it doesn't mean it's your gender. Even if it shapes who you are.
And express my gender. I do not believe in certain social constructs such as the gender binary, which was created in a neurotypical kind of way, I guess. And
the whole time she's talking, she's playing with her fidget spinner or whatever.
The gender binary, I don't
toy.
see its points. It's not scientifically valid. It's not a concept that we should work with. It's not something that I subscribe to. Okay. And I do not want...
I'm sorry. I'm not going to be lectured to by an autistic. You're not going to teach me about genders. That being said, if you ever do get surgery, ever fashion a penis to dangle between your legs, call me. As long as I know what you're working with, we can make this happen. Switching from gender to sexual orientation, this is just as absurd. We've got someone coming out on TikTok. Here's a twist for you. It's not just one person, it's two twin sisters. Okay, this could be getting hot. Let's see where it goes. The title of the video is We Came Out, ...
Since it's International Asexuality Day, we want to talk about what it was like for us to come out as ace.
See, there's already so much I don't like. Even though I'm gay, I understand the appeal of lesbians. So, sexual orientation can be smoking for guys, right? On the flip side, what's the least sexy sexual orientation? Asexual, coming out as frigid, disinterested bitches. We came out as two people who hate the idea of sex, don't want it, don't need it. The sight of all of you repulses us, although that might be a turn on for some guys. Tell me how disgusting I am to you, how your pussies are all dry when you stare at my malformed cock or whatever. We should pair up those dudes who have humiliation kinks with asexual people. It's a good pairing. Anyway, the real issue I have here is we've got twin sisters. They're both asexual, which leads me to believe something went horribly wrong during their childhoods, like their parents did a real number on them. But my biggest issue is their voice. It's like two Kermit the Frogs coming out at the same time. It's too much. Talk about the rainbow connection.
Since it's International Asexuality Day, we want to talk about what it was like for us.
Heidi-ho! Probably a good thing these two are asexual. Not a lot of guys or girls beating down their doors for dates. I think it's asexuality out of necessity. That's their gender. I'm a little bitch today, aren't I?
We want to talk about what it was like for us to come out as ace. Why? Because after this, you'll really understand why ace awareness is important. Dear God! Starting off strong in...
I hate when twins say the same thing at the same time. Like, okay, it's real fucking cute. We get it. You, share a brain or whatever. What a fun party trick. If I had a twin, that would be the first thing that we worked on. Not talking over one another, not saying the same thing, not wearing the same clothes. Cut that shit out ASAP.
At 18, we came out as asexual and aromantic to a close relative who had a wife herself. Yes, we're twins who have the same sexuality. Catch up. But we thought our best bet was a gay married couple. No, they hit us with the good old, I thought I was asexual too once. You'll get over it.
You know what, though? Asexuality is not like homosexuality or heterosexuality. Sometimes it does go away. Because there are times in your life where you're just not attracted to anyone. You're just like, I'm not in the... I had a friend who thought he was asexual for the longest time. Turns out he just needed to find some good dick. He got slapped around by that schlong. Next thing you know, he couldn't get enough of it. He was craving it. Dick will make you slap somebody. Dick will make you lose control. Alexis K. Tyler was right all along. Dick slapped the asexuality right out of him. Now, of course, I can believe that there are asexual people out there. They just, for whatever reason, probably trauma, they're just not attracted to either gender. I wonder, though, you're not attracted to men, you're not attracted to women. Are you possibly attracted to flambe gender?
Experience. We decided to skip all the trouble of telling the rest of our family members to their faces, and we made a whole educational YouTube video about it. This is why ace representation in media is so important, because nobody wants to explain their sexuality in a damn PowerPoint.
What the hell are you talking about? You people love to discuss your gender and sexual orientation. You're making a video about it right now. That's all you do is talk about it.
Oh, wait. Most of our relatives saw that video and chose not to say anything to our faces, which we were fine with. They knew, and that's really all we wanted. But our dad, who we haven't seen in 12 years, must have heard about it some...
there's the trauma I was referring to. It all makes sense. Daddy issues, asexuality. Guys, it's textbook. I bet you, we could dig even deeper. Like, why was daddy not there for you for 12 years? Was he in prison? Were you staying away from him? Did he do something bad to you? Anyway, look, if I know, I'm pretty sure we've had some asexuals call into the voicemail line. I know you exist. I know you're real. Gendered people, I don't so much believe you. But I don't really know my point here. Enjoy not fucking, I guess. Whatever. I do kind of want to hear a little more about their father.
Haven't seen in 12 years, must have heard about it somewhere because he texted this.
This is kind of funny. Like, Dad didn't understand what asexual meant. He thought it was a space sexual. Like, I am asexual. I am a sexual person. And so Dad's like, what the fuck do you want me to tell? What? What the fuck do you want me to tell? I like to eat pussy. What the fuck? Don't talk about that shit. It's private. Dad, so tell it like it is.
Today I learned my dad likes to eat pussy. I couldn't get the image out of my mind, and that is why I am now asexual.
Well, because that is exactly what he typed. Obviously, asexuality is a spectrum. Some aro-ace people do in fact have sex and engage in romance, but not us though.
Our cunts are closed for business.
When it comes to their mom, Mom was like clocking the whole situation.
I'm so sorry, your rough childhood.
How did I know they had a rough childhood, right? And look, look, I know every asexual person hasn't been molested or had a rough childhood, but I don't know. Asexuality is a little strange, right? It's out of the norm. You know, you're swearing off sex, not attracted to anyone. And then to top it all off, we've got twins and they're both experiencing this. It's like, yeah, of course something really shitty happened to you.
I'm so sorry your rough childhood made you wrong. First of all, we were just hashtag born this way. Asexuality is a sexual orientation and not a trauma response.
I'm gonna need you to cite your sources on that one.
Sexual aversion disorder is a thing, but it's not asexuality. And second of all, we are ace, not blind.
Yeah, they're talking, the mom is pointing out pretty people. And the girls are like, look, we can appreciate, we can see that this person is good looking. We just don't want it. We don't want to fuck them. Anyway, asexuality is a thing. Ace pride, baby. If you are asexual, please explain yourself. Justify your existence to me. Call into the voicemail line 206-666-4463. All right, let's move on. I've been sent this next clip a couple of times. It's apparently some pilots. They're in mid-flight talking to one another, kind of. By meowing.
Meow. You guys need to be professional pilots.
Yeah, someone on the ground is not happy with their antics. Now, I did a search because I was like, this seems fake to me. There are no real news stories written about it. I feel like if there were pilots meowing while flying commercial planes, that would kind of be a bigger deal. However, many people in the comments did offer an explanation. There's no air traffic controller involved. It's just a secondary frequency called guard that everyone monitors in the background. It's occasionally used to reestablish comms. Sometimes there's non-essential chatter on it, and meowing is common. What? Meowing is common? I don't know if I believe this comment either. Yes, meowing is common, especially for those young former fighter pilots that find the airline super boring. Someone replied to him saying, I promise you air traffic control can hear this as well, and we all laugh. Sometimes we give a few meows back. We don't always monitor guard, but on one of the monitors in the other tower or radar room, one of them are monitoring guard on a loudspeaker. So occasionally, I guess you just hear meows blaring. Someone else replied and was like, yeah, well, we all know that. I didn't know people are meowing up in the sky. It makes you think that the meowing is on the ATC frequency, which it is definitely not. I know we've got some pilot listeners, right? There's that guy who runs like a whole flight school in Dayton, right? He sponsored a show last year. Is this a thing? Have you heard of people meowing while have you meowed while flying a plane? Is it really boring up there? I'd be scared shitless. I'd be very focused on flying that plane, not meowing.
Guys, you need to be professional pilots.
Meow, 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 meow.
This is why you're still flying RJ.
I think RJ in this context, again, I'm not a pilot. I don't know if you knew this about me, but I have no aviation skills. But I think RJ stands for regional jet. Like they're regional jet pilots. They're not flying the big guys or, doing international shit. I think they're looked down upon.
This is why you're still flying RJ.
What a great response to that zinger. That's why you're flying RJ. Meow, meow, meow.
It was funny the first 5 minutes. It's a pretty big riddler, don't you, man?
All right, there you go. Some aviation antics. Moving on now. Oh, I've got some great police body cam footage Cops were trying to arrest a parole violator. That guy happened to be in a flatbed truck, and as the police officer approached the truck, the driver took off, but the police officer was like holding on. That was the wrong move.
Mr. Otto, he's in the back. Get out! Get! Fuck! Stop the car! Get the fuck out! Get out!
Spoiler, he does not stop the car for a good, 3, 4, 5 minutes.
You better stop! Stop!
I like how the cop at first was exuding some real authority, the way he spoke, Mr. Gatto, police. However, the second he began to be dragged by the flatbed truck, his tone certainly changed.
You better stop! Stop!
Stop! Stop!
No, fuck! Stop! Stop! Fucking slow down!
Yeah, he's got to be going, 35 miles an hour? And the thing is, so the cop is right at the passenger side door. The window is like halfway down. So the police officer is trying to grab the driver. The driver is putting the pedal to the metal. It's all very dangerous. I don't know if I need to say that. But the cop actually isn't helping things by sticking his hand in there, right? Because it's just going to cause a crash.
Stop the fucking car!
Yeah, you hear like scraping noises. I can't tell exactly what's going on, like what the car is hitting. People sound the exact same way on roller coasters. It's a fun ride. Whoa! Ah! Slow down!
I can't jump off!
There's a passenger in the car saying, just jump! Thank you for the helpful suggestion, bitch.
I'm going to fucking shoot you!
Again, I'm not sure if you should announce what you're going to do. This guy already has very little reason to act rationally, and now you're telling him, look, no matter how this goes, I'm going to shoot you. By the way, that does happen.
Stop it! Stop the fucking car!
I mean, it is pandemonium, but I should say he has used his free hand, grabbed his gun, and shoved the gun into the truck, like through the open window. He means business. Now, as this is happening, his partner is driving around in a police cruiser and just happens to pass this flatbed truck and sees his partner hanging out of the side of it.
Holy shit!
You're going to have to call this in.
80, my partner's hanging on the flatbed of a truck going eastbound on Rogers from 12th Street. White flatbed.
I don't even think the color matters. Just, flatbed, there's someone hanging out of the side of it. You'll see it. By the way, I thought you were supposed to be his partner. Where were you? I thought you were someone he could count on. The most amazing thing to me about this video is how long this police chase was. This is a flatbed truck. I mean, it's not going that fast. I mean, when you're hanging off the side of it, I'm sure it does seem like everything's whizzing past you. But he's going 30 miles an hour. I feel like a police car should be able to catch up with him pretty quickly.
South on 14th going towards Rogers. My partner's still hanging on the side of the flatbed.
It's been an hour and a half. Eventually, he catches up and he uses his loudspeaker.
Hey, you're in big trouble. Stop and let my partner go, but don't stop too fast. I don't want him flying through a goddamn brick wall or something, asshole. This ain't some Looney Tune cartoon.
All right, so the flatbed truck finally does stop. And even though the police officer was safe, he still just shot the flatbed truck driver. I mean, you pissed him off. You pissed him off and he has a gun. What do you think was going to happen? According to an article in the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel, the video shows the 46-year-old officer repeatedly shouting for Jonathan Otto. What a great name for a flatbed truck driver, Mr. Otto. He told him to stop and warned that he would shoot him. Okay? The police officer is a man of his word. He first warned the man that he was going to shoot him about 90 seconds into the altercation. The officer fires his gun and kills Otto about 30 seconds later. Throughout the video, Otto's fiancée, Emily, can be heard urging Otto to stop and for the officer to get off the truck. Yeah, well, that's easier said than done when you're going fucking 35 miles an hour. Just jump! Don't be a pussy! Later, Emily told the news that her fiancé slowed down the truck twice for the officer to get off, but he didn't. The video appears to show roughly 30 seconds pass between the officer's first warning and when he shot Otto. It's difficult to determine if the truck slowed. It certainly didn't stop. Otto's family has been critical of the officer's actions. At no point did they say anything about Otto's actions. He didn't deserve to die the way he did, Otto's sister said. Police Chief Jeffrey Norman described the shooting as totally avoidable and said Otto had a responsibility to cooperate. An investigation into the incident is ongoing. Yeah, I guess I couldn't tell in the video if the police shot the man while he was driving or after he made the complete stop. I would assume it was after he made the stop because it's very dangerous to have a dead person behind the wheel of a vehicle driving. I guess we'll just have to wait for the investigative report to come out. Stick with Distorted View on that one. All right, and with that, let's get into the crazy, bizarre twist to the fucked up news right now. All right, if you enjoy Distorted View Daily, put your money where your mouth is. This is how I make my living, so please consider signing up for The Sideshow. That's our member site where every week I do exclusive programs just for paying freaks. This week has been no different. Yesterday, I did a Sideshow exclusive episode. We'll be doing another one tomorrow. When you sign up over there at distortedview.com, first of all major credit cards and PayPal accepted. I'm giving you so many options. Also, you can choose a monthly, quarterly, semi-annual, yearly, or lifetime membership. More options. When you sign up, you gain access to a podcast feed that you can just copy and plug into whatever podcast app you use. Now, if you use Spotify to listen to DV, instead of signing up on our website, the only way you can get exclusive shows is if you sign up on Spotify. In Spotify's app, just search for Distorted View. There's a link to tap onto. It takes just a second. When you sign up, you'll see all the exclusive shows alongside the free episodes. Easy peasy. Sign up and I'll get on my kneesies. Waggle, gwaggle. Basically, I'll suck you off for a Sideshow membership. That makes me a very inexpensive prostitute. We're talking like crack whore rates. Anything for a rock, man, you know? I'm jonesing for a fix over here. Anyway, for more information about the Sideshow and my dick-sucking abilities, it's all laid out for you over there at distortedview.com, including pictures of me laid out. I call them boudoir shots, but in reality, it's just me bent over a toilet, sticking a camera up against my ass crack. Real zoomed in like. You can see every inch, every crease, every hemorrhoid. This is probably one of my worst Sideshow advertisements I've done in a while. No one's gonna buy a Sideshow membership when I start going on and on about hemorrhoids. You're a horrible businessman, Tim. All right, other ways to support the show. We've got a Patreon account, patreon.com/distortedview. Pledge $5 and get access to a special voicemail line where I will play your calls first. And yes, we've got some patrons checking in today. One final way to support the show, you can sponsor an episode. Just PayPal me 25 bones to show@distortedview.com. Also, email me and let me know how you'd like to sponsor the show. If you want to dedicate the program to someone, if you've got a special message you want me to relay, you've got some audio clips you want me to talk about, or a subject matter, whatever. However you want to sponsor the show, just let me know. And most importantly, PayPal $25 to show@distortedview.com. Okay, two very quick stories now. First up, this one comes from Michigan. A businessman has drawn attention after installing a 12-foot tall bronze statue of a raised middle finger in the backyard of his home. It's positioned towards a neighboring property owned by... Anyone want to take a guess?
The piece of shit Emma Watson!
Good guess, Tamir, but no, it was not that piece of shit Emma Watson.
I hate Emma Watson!
I know, buddy. We all do. No, the property is owned by his ex-wife. You see. Alan Markovitz, a Detroit area strip club owner, said he purchased the house next door following the end of his marriage. He later commissioned the sculpture, which reportedly cost about $7,000, and had it erected so that it faces the adjacent residence. If you'd like to see this big brawn hands giving off the finger, take a look at the featured image over there at distortedview.com and superfreaksideshow.com. Photos of the statue circulated online after being shared on social media by a relative of Markovitz's ex-wife, bringing wider attention to the unusual display. The man said the gesture was not intended for his former spouse, but rather for her current partner. Yeah, there's a distinction there. He's got no ill will towards his ex-wife. I wonder if the current partner is the whole reason why they got a divorce. Like she was cheating on her husband with this dude. That's who the finger is for. He alleged that the relationship began while he and his ex-wife were still married. See, that's what I thought. It all makes sense. I'm over her, Markovitz told a local news outlet, adding that his frustrations were directed elsewhere. The installation has sparked curiosity and debate among observers, with some viewing it as an extreme, expression of personal grievance. Could have been worse. He could have erected a bronze goatsy statue. Every day his ex-wife and new partner are greeted with a gaping prolapsed ass when they turn open the blinds. I can't have my morning coffee looking at that. He could have erected like a big projection screen, and he could have like disgusting kink porn playing. I mean, there's a lot of ways he could have went. He went with the bronze middle finger. Okay. Markovitz, who owns several adult entertainment venues in the Detroit area, has previously written about his life and business ventures and has been associated with plans for a reality TV project. It remains unclear whether local authorities have received any complaints regarding the statue. Final story we have for you today. Well, see, now that was a nice story compared to this one. Holy shit. We've got one from Portland, Maine. You know, in that last story, we've got a man who is upset with his neighbor, so he erected a middle finger statue. That seems like a downright healthy way of handling a situation when compared to this. A Maine man accused of killing his neighbor told police that he beat, stabbed, and then dismembered and burned the body in his backyard. A little bonfire situation. I made s'mores over his burning corpse. It was a fun fall evening, if you ask me. The man is insane, is what I'm saying. That's according to court documents that describe a case investigators say unfolded with disturbing and erratic behavior. Two of my favorite kinds of behaviors to feature in news stories. I know this story is like a little more grisly than we typically feature here on the show, but I'm really trying to cash in on the whole true crime fad. I'm a few years too late, but I think it's still a popular genre, right? Tanner Dosty, 45, of Brunswick, is charged with intentional or knowing murder in the death of his 61-year-old neighbor, Dennis Blazens. He's being held without bail following his arraignment. Yeah, I mean, when you start dismembering and setting people on fire and shit, it's kind of hard to post bail. All right, authorities say the case came to light Friday evening when police were called to an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting. Oh my God, did this guy confess to his crimes thinking, it's AA. No one can reveal my identity. I can finally get this off my chest. It's been weighing on me, but no, someone squealed. They should be kicked out of Alcoholics Anonymous. Anyway, they were called to an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting at a United Methodist church in nearby Bath, I guess. Witnesses told officers Dosty was behaving erratically, allegedly attempting to hug attendees. Don't get too close to him. We now know what he's capable of. He's looking for human firewood. Yeah, he was attempting to hug people. He's one of those type of drunks, I think. I love you, man. Either that or, he just needed a hug because he realized what he did. He was having some big feelings. So yeah, he attempted to hug attendees and also appeared under the influence. When officers approached him, he resisted and was eventually subdued after being tased multiple times. According to an affidavit, Dosty repeatedly told officers during the encounter that he killed his neighbor. Okay, it's like, how many times do you have to confess? We get it. We arrested you. We know what you did, but thank you for continuing to say it. At times shouting, I chopped him up into little bitty pieces, and directed police to a body he said he had burned in a backyard fire pit. Investigators who later searched Dosty's home on Randall Circle reported finding what appeared to be blood in several areas, including near a sliding glass door, on a refrigerator. That's typically where you don't find a lot of blood. And along exterior structures. I'm starting to think something happened to this man. The back deck had been freshly washed, though officers noted a pool of reddish-brown liquid beneath it. So he's not very thorough with his cleaning. Behind the home, police discovered a smoldering fire pit surrounded by axes, chainsaws, and fuel containers. Officers recovered what they believed to be bone fragments, along with partially melted items, including pieces of a cell phone and what appeared to be remnants of a baseball bat. Hey! According to statements to police, Dosty said the attack began on Friday when Blazins came home, and so he struck him with a baseball bat and then stabbed him multiple times. The man says all sorts of weird stuff. I killed him to free his wife. She's free. Okay, thank you. Didn't ask for that, but thanks. Court documents state that when he was at the hospital, an officer heard him say, "I killed my neighbor today. It was the happiest I've ever been." The officer said he heard Dosty speak ill of Blazins at least 5 times. Also, Dosty said he consumed an entire bag of magic mushrooms. And then I guess this is also kind of a crime. He stole those magic mushrooms from another addict, although I doubt he'll be charged with that theft. Dosty also, oh my God, this man needs to stop talking. You're not doing yourself any favors. Dosty told detectives he thought he stabbed Blazins about 5 times, and he didn't mean to kill him, but couldn't stop once he started. It was just so much fun. According to court documents, Dosty said Blazins eventually died on his back deck, so then he dragged the body into his house, into the master shower to get rid of the evidence. And then, unfortunately, the body was not able to be smushed down the drain like a turd. So he cut up Blazins' body with a battery-powered chainsaw. Who knew those things were powerful enough to do anything like that? Placed the body parts inside a plastic bag and then took the bags to his fire pit to burn them, which is all well and good, right? Getting rid of the body, that's a big part of, getting away with the crime, right? Not finding the body. But then you can't just tell the cops that you did all that. It kind of defeats the whole purpose. Why bother cutting the body parts up if, you're just going to tattle on yourself? Very stupid. I think those are the magic mushrooms talking. Witnesses told investigators that Dosty had spoken days earlier about battling demons and had mentioned violent thoughts involving his neighbor. See, this is why we need to take Meade Skelton seriously when he's like, there's voices in my head telling me to do bad things. It starts with the bad voices telling him to do things to himself. Drink bleach. Next thing you know, Meade's cutting up his neighbor with a battery-operated chainsaw because he's, he thinks he's a commie. Yeah, he's a blue-haired liberal. He had to go. Dosty is expected to face a grand jury indictment in the coming weeks. Authorities have not said whether a psychological evaluation will be sought. I think it's safe to say yes, there is going to be a psychological evaluation. There needs to be. That, my friends, is your distorted news, your gruesome distorted news for Wednesday. Before we get into voicemails, let's check in with the For Harry Cunt line.
Unleash your cock and snap a shot. Sex distorted view. Finger your snatch and send your twat. Sex distorted view. Jagu, jagu, jagu. For Harry Cunt. For Harry Cunt. Text for Harry Cunt.
Love to hear from you freaks. Of course, the phone number is the number 4 followed by the words Harry Cunt. I guess is it one word or two? I like to think it's one word. Harry Cunt. All right, area code 701 says crazy Trump news. Just an idea for a new soundbite instead of crazy ethnic people. Oh, you mean like this? Crazy Trump news. Trump crazy news. Oh my God. Yeah, let's not do that. Area code 323 writes in, experiment 323 here. Okay. Holy fuck, Tim. Today's audio clips were insufferable. This is why I need my 3 news stories. Oh, yeah. That Sideshow exclusive episode was a lot. We talked about retard maxing. We played awful stand-up comedy from both trans people and Baby Daddy Superstar. It was like an extended test of patience. Audio of Kristi Noem's husband talking to a dominatrix about how much he wanted to leave his wife. It was a good show. It was a lot, though. Area code 709 wants to know what happened to scrod.net. I'm seeing HTTP errors. I'm surprised anyone is actually going to scrod.net. The Scrod Media Group is the conglomerate that owns DV. I'm the webmaster, though, and I don't know why I took it down, honestly. It should go back up at some point. I think I'm still paying for Scrod.net. Be a shame if I'm not. Someone messaged on April 10th saying that our email address was down. No shit, Sherlock. That was quite the fuck up. But thank you very much for bringing that to my attention. Hey, Tim, it's Stabs here. I make boiled eggs. Oh, yeah. We were talking a lot about eggs on the recent voicemail segment. It's Stabs here. I make boiled eggs for the week using the Instant Pot. Oh, okay. I think we have one of those. It takes only 5 minutes to cook after pressurized, and the shells never stick when peeling. Ooh. I cool them in cold water and then put them back in a carton in the fridge. Oh, on a side note, Great Big Pete is terrorized by the Instant Pot. It scares the hell out of him. All right. Why is he afraid it's going to explode, take off his head or something? Area code 740 sent in a picture that reads, please teach your children not to use the word retarded in any way, shape, or form. Area code 304 points out that they use the word retarded when telling us not to say retarded. They could have just said the R word. Okay, thank you. Last one we'll read today, area code 740 says, what electric Hyundai do you have? I've been looking at an electric car and I like the Ioniq 5. Well, I just happen to be driving an Ioniq 5. Do you recommend Hyundai? Yes, I do. Well, okay, here's the caveat. I love the Hyundai. It charges very quickly. I think it's the perfect size for me. I like the way it looks. I, however, am leasing my car. Now, if you're leasing a car, I say make no reservations. Go ahead and just buy, lease the... Oh, God, I'm going to vomit. Lease the car. If you're thinking about actually purchasing it, I want you to look up the words ICCU. The ICCU is the Integrated Charging Control Unit, which converts power to charge the 12-volt battery that the Hyundai has. And there's a bit of a failure rate with some of those things. And then you got to get the whole ICCU replaced. And again, if you buy the car new, you're under warranty. They'll cover it. They keep saying that they've fixed the problem totally, but it is a problem. A certain percentage of the cars kind of crap out. And when the ICCU goes, your car does not go. You can't start the car. You can't do anything. Just one of those weird problems with this particular type of car, and it's a bit of a problem. So yeah, look into that before you actually buy a used Hyundai Ioniq 5. If you're buying new, again, you should be okay. The warranty will cover you, and I'm pretty sure they've even extended the warranty on this particular issue. But read up on that first. Oh, real quick, before we get into voicemails, I forgot we've got a sponsor, and a sponsor had a very important request. Roder Pay, what was that request?
Oh, yes, he might Aphasian is looking for some sound clips you played on Sideshow exclusive episodes. He writes, I gave the wrong episode date for when I sponsored last year. The clip I sought/seek is of a lady using an industrial-grade fuck machine. It was featured on the 9/4/25 episode.
All right, so our sponsor helpfully provided a timestamp. I'm going to play just a little bit so we can really pinpoint this clip. It sounds like this machine had to be specially fabricated. This is like an industrial grade. All right, let's hear this thing.
There's that spot. Okay, I'm going to try to push back. Ready?
Every time she turns that machine on, all the lights in the neighborhood dim. You don't know how much of a strain you're putting on the electrical grid.
Oh, no. Slow again so I can push back on it.
Oh, Jesus.
Hold on, let me try to lock it in there.
There you can really tell how hard this device is pumping inside her. We don't need to play too much. I mean, this is a Sideshow exclusive episode, and it's not really from that long ago. So, this is a great advertisement. If you want to hear more, sign up for the Sideshow. You can listen to the September 4th, 2025 episode. Well, that episode actually includes information of who sent this. Some listener named Gigi. I found the email, so I actually have the clip here, but it's the edited clip that Gigi sent me. Gigi writes in his email, I'd be happy to send you the full 45-minute clip if you want it. So Gigi, if you're still listening to the show, again, I don't know why you wouldn't be. This email is from September, longtime listener of the show. And if you can find that clip, I have a feeling you collect porn. So go back in your archives, or at least go back into the email, and you can see how you sent this to me. The file name is Lily Junix, JUNEX.mp3, if that helps. Send me the full clip or a link, and so we can get my sponsor today the porn that he so desperately wants to watch. There is one more clip he wanted from this year, February 26th of 2026. Another Sideshow exclusive episode titled Anal Surprise, the toy you birth. This clip apparently appeared about 2 minutes into the show, so let's load up this episode. This might be a fantastic advertisement for the Sideshow or a really bad one.
Is a Distorted View Sideshow exclusive.
Okay. Hold on.
Good morning, wet farters.
Okay. Hold on. Sorry. I got to fast forward here to the 2 minute mark. Here we go.
It doesn't sound as if she's enjoying whatever the hell is happening here. She is bound to a door. She's restrained by her legs, her arms. She's got a gag in her mouth. That gag has to be tickling the back of her throat because she's vomiting.
God, I don't know where that clip came from. Come on. I don't save these things.
Dad. Aw. See, this makes me sad.
Oh, yeah. Her gagging sounded like my dad gagging in the morning.
Away, what?
Not on cock, but, just tobacco tar.
15 years ago at this point. And now the only time I ever think about him is when I see and, more importantly, hear a porn whore.
Okay. We don't need to say anything horrible about my father. You really need to sign up for the Sideshow. I play lots of great clips over there.
Jim Henson.
Hold on. I'm going to see if there's any preamble to the clips being played.
Correct that right now.
No,
hey, back here with you for your Sideshow exclusive Thursday episode. Got a great one for you.
Do you? Do you really, Tim? Do you have a good show for them? I don't think so.
It's been a few days since we featured some good pornography. And by that, I mean bitches in peril. Let's correct that right now.
Yeah, I have no idea. Freaks, do you know where that porn came from? Did the sounds ring a bell? I need you gooning sleuths to figure that one out for me. Help this listener who sponsored today's episode out. Well, thank you very much. He might aphasion. We're going to get that first clip for you. I think we can track that one down thanks to a fellow listener. So all is not lost. Let's do a couple voicemails now and get the hell out of here. I'm exhausted after all of that. We're going to do just a few voicemails today and then wrap things up here. Let's begin with some patrons. Oh, by the way, many ways to contact the show at distortedview.com. I'm all over social media at distortedview on Twitter and Instagram, facebook.com/distortedviewshow. Of course, if you pledge $5, you get access to a special voicemail line where I will play your calls first.
Hello, faggot. It's Unicorn Hamster. I just want to congratulate you on your weight loss.
Yeah, I was going to post a clip. I ran across this clip of DV from about a year and a half ago, probably. And I was like, oh, my God, I really can tell how, I was a lot bigger even back then. Even, 12 months ago, I was a lot bigger. It's a very funny clip, though. I'm going to try to post it on the socials. It's of me making all sorts of, porn horn noises and stuff. It's already up on YouTube, in a longer clip, but I just thought it was kind of funny. So I'm going to post it on, Facebook and TikTok and stuff.
You have conquered the journey.
Well,
now I have to ask.
I have to be vigilant though, because I could easily just slide back into fat ass mode. You know what I mean? And but yesterday was a perfect example. Yesterday, Lord Douche and I went to KFC. Already, we're starting off bad, when dealing with weight loss. But we had a deal. There was a deal in the app where you get a sandwich, a chicken sandwich, and then it came with some 2 strips, and I don't know. It was a box, right? First, I always know to check, right? Check the bag. I count items. Okay, there seems to be everything there, right? So I did catch one mistake. They forgot the potato wedges. Okay. All right. So caught that. And I thought, okay, I'm doing real good. I saved myself an extra trip because I'd haul my fat ass back to KFC to get my potato wedges. So I got the potato wedges. When we get home, we look inside the boxes and they didn't give us the chicken sandwich. They gave us the little baby sliders. Now, in all honesty, I probably just should have ate the slider, right? But I paid more for this other meal and I wanted the fucking chicken sandwich. And they fucked up both Lord Douche and I's chicken sandwich. So then I call, right? Karen calls KFC. I want to speak to the manager. No, I'm just like, look, you fucked up this order. And, we didn't get our chicken sandwiches. And then she was like, okay, I'll make the chicken sandwiches and you can come pick them up. And then, of course, Lord Douche is like, well, yeah, but then all the rest of the food is going to, they need to make all the boxes over again. They need to start fresh because now we got to go all the way to KFC and come all the way back. The fries are going to be cold. All the other shit's going to be cold too. So I get to KFC and I explain. Oh, and then on top of it, the whole box was wrong. Instead of the chicken strips, they gave us these sad little chicken nugget things, these little balls. And I was like, that's wrong too. And the only reason I'm complaining about it is because the box that we paid for was so much more than the other box, right? So I want to get what I paid for. Begrudgingly, the woman, after she realized that she's made multiple errors in the same order, she was like, okay, I'll just remake the boxes again. And my whole thing was, I'm like, look, I will give you back the shit that you handed to me. I don't know whose order this was, if it was someone else's orders, if you just fucked up our order or what. I don't want it anymore. But she's like, no, keep it. That, they can't do anything with it. So now we had a whole goddamn chicken feast. Not only did I have one sandwich, I had a sandwich, 2 sliders, chicken popcorn chicken, then the strips, then 2 things of fries. And I'm like, of course I ate it all because, I can't help myself. End result, Lord Douche and I both get sick on this stuff, which is actually kind of a blessing in disguise because I had a massive blowout. Right. And I'm like, oh, thank God. Whatever the hell all the bad shit I just ate is coming out of me. And didn't have time to metastasize. What do they say when you get a cancer? Metastasize. It didn't have, the fat didn't have time to attach itself to my body. I have no idea how nutrition works. I assume I dodged a bullet there. So now I'm trying to eat not as much because I slipped up. I slipped up.
Do this.
I had a cheat day.
Since you've lost weight, I too had success on my weight loss journey. I have managed to stay under 200 pounds.
You probably are managing to stay under 200 pounds by avoiding places like goddamn KFC.
Struggled. I one time weighed 238.
Guys, I think I told you, I was almost 300 pounds. I was in the 290s.
I was a badass motherfucker. But
you cannot let me get that big again, right? I was big for a long time, and I can't be that big anymore. My body was failing. I could just tell. I was not doing well health wise. I just felt shitty all the time, and weird things would go wrong with me. I would tell you guys this. Remember I told you oh yeah, I've been having these weird bouts where I'm really tired, but just run down, and it's just bad. And it's all fucking weight shit.
Teetering below 190. Does your cock look bigger?
Yeah, I have noticed that actually. Look, I know my dick's not any bigger than it normally was, but more of it has been exposed, right? The pubic puff has subsided. So to me, when I've got cock in hand, I'm like, oh, there's a little more substance there, right? I'm not picking up my dick with the tips of my fingers anymore. I can really wrap my hand around
your
it.
Your sex life better.
Well, I don't know about that.
I'm down to 185, but now I'm...
See, I think that's my goal weight. I think 185 is probably the lowest I should go.
Yes.
And thanks to fucking KFC. I was under 200 pounds. Right? I was 197, I think. I weighed myself after that whole KFC debacle, and I was I was pushing 200 at that point. Now I'm back on. Now I'm back at 199. So I'm heading in the right direction, but I gotta watch out what I'm doing.
That is just for the skeleton of me. It is I, Clorox, the god of bleach. Mead, why have you not...
Oh, this is a message to Mead, okay.
...taken me into you and accepted me as your one true God? Do you not realize how perfect we are for each other? I am great with whites and terrible with colors. We are perfect for each other.
Oh, this is like a bleach demon?
You cannot just shove me under the counter like some dime store bathroom cleaner. I'm not going to be ignored, me.
The god Clorox. I get it. Clorox, the god of bleach. I missed that at the beginning there.
I am like the children of baby. I do not die. I multiply. Fine.
All right. Come on, Clorox compels you, Mead. Bow down to him. All right, we're going to end it right there. Guys, thank you so much for all the voicemails and all the text messages and all the links to videos. And keep them coming. I need all the content I can get. This show eats up content like crazy. It's all the time we have on this edition of the program. I want you guys to email me, show@distortedview.com. Distortedview.com is our official website. Voicemail line for you, 206-666-4463. That's 206-660. Oh, God, is it? Oh, God.
I hate them, but what's on?
Spread the distortion. STD. Tell all your friends about the show. Don't forget to give us a 5-star rating, a thumbs up, or like wherever you can rate and review podcasts. If you're Sideshow members, come on. You got to become a Sideshow member. We will be back tomorrow with, of course, a brand new episode just for you freaks. Otherwise, I'll be back on Friday to end the week. Until then, have a great day. Bye, everybody.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
This has been another excellent podcast from the Scribe Media Group. Learn more at scribe.net.